So the Secret Invasion show is now officially concluded with episode 6. And in this one, this is a finale. Fury goes in to meet Gravik and he has this going on this big kind of wrangle, and you could have helped us and you could have saved us and you could have done all this for us. He goes into a very kind of he was very angry that Fury failed him and the Skrulls. You're like, you're supposed to give me a home, and then you decided to go away for 3 years, and let me start World War III or something. And Fury feels blame for that as well. Like when he goes in, he tricks Gravik's men with a fake car, and he just comes in, shoots two guys down. Then he's coughing because the radiation. That's what Skrulls do. They're immune to radiation. But I like the fact it was a red herring, like when he give Fury, as we think he is, gives him the antidote. It's got every hero on it. You can tell it. It's like that's it, they took every hero's DNA in that little antidote. That little all inside there. I don't know how you could do that. How can you get all the types of DNA samples in that little jar looking thing? It looks a bit weird. I don't know how, but it's a bit weird how you can fit so many heroes' DNA inside. Anyhow, he puts it in. He becomes super powerful with the machine, and then you find out he stabbed Fury, but I thought he was gonna die. But then it's Gaia in disguise, and then her and Gravik have this big ass fight, and then she finally gets vengeance on him. And I know it's a bit weird because you got two Skrulls fighting in the sky, but that's what the Skrulls did in the comics. They took the hero's DNA and they became super powerful, and they started war with the Avengers instead, war with the world, not just the Avengers, but the whole Marvel universe. And they're trying to get Riston out of the hospital because Fury wants Riston to stop the attack from happening, and then Riston finally realized that it's not Rhodey, it's Rava. Obviously, he finds out, and then all that happens, and the ending kind of reminded me of Winter Soldier a bit, like when they were or like the MM3 where they all clear everything up, Riston sends out this message, finding out we know where you are, Skrull. We'll come out wherever you are, kind of a speech. And they shoot down all the people who are Skrulls, even real people, funny enough, who think they're Skrulls, but they're not. And then Gaia saves everybody, saves Rhodey, saves Riston. So we know, of course, Rhodey is alive, because maybe I think they captured him probably after Endgame, 2024 or 5, because the show was in November 2026. So that's where I think they snatched him. Probably, and then probably forever after Wakanda Forever, they probably snatched him after, of course, Koye saved him in that movie. So that's how they got kidnapped, and then that's why they've had Skrull personas. They've been disguised as Skrulls lately and all that, and then Gaia meets Sonya, and we're gonna help you. You guys need some help and all that, and then they find all the sleeper cells that Gravik's men has kept a lot too. And the ending is very sweet. Fury goes back to Saber, says goodbye to he says goodbye to Priscilla. Sorry, Rava. It's Priscilla. Why not? I don't know, say goodbye to Priscilla, but actually she stays with him, which is nice. They get on the ship and they fly away. So that's where we're gonna see both of them in the Marvels, which we know there's a sequel to, because the Marvels trailer just dropped a few days ago. So it's going to give us a little tease of where Fury's going to be next after this show, which we know now he's going to be up in Saber, dealing with the whole Carol, Kamala, and Monica situation, which he does explain that, of course, the Kree are making peace deals with the Skrull. So we're going to see a little bit of that in the Marvels. We got Dar-Benn coming in, who's using the bangle, which is to get vengeance on the girls. So that's why in the trailer you see him swapping from place to place for the Freaky Friday. We're not swapping, but just swapping places around. So that's where we're gonna see it. So I think the show has been really good. It's not accurate to the comics. I don't want everything to be accurate in Marvel comics or just any movies. Not everything has to be perfection. I don't want that crap. I want things to be flawed, but also good. That's what I want from stories. And I've seen that. Some I've seen before and some I haven't. But that's all I gotta say. And I really, Really like the show a lot. I think it's been a fun ride. Is it on the same levels like Loki and Moon Knight? Probably. I would have to rank the shows again. Where secretly this show fits in with all the other MCU shows. And I haven't seen Hawkeye yet, which I will before Echo comes out. But that's not till November. So overall, I would probably give the show probably about a 9.2 or 3. I would say. I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10, but it's probably in the S to A ranking of a tier list. So that's how I say. That's my overall thoughts on the finale of Secret Invasion. A really excellent show.